Hey, what's up, guys? It's Brandy, and today we have kind of an update that's, I guess, good news, but also good news that shouldn't have needed to happen, I guess. And we're going to be talking about the hate rates that have been on Twitch and the updates regarding them. So, if you have been living under a rock for the past, 2 months, this will come as news to you. But basically, on Twitch, we've been having these hate raids. Now, I'm not going to tell all of the usernames that it's been happening because there's so many of them nowadays. But people were targeting these follow bots, targeting attacks on a lot of black streamers, as well as a lot of members of LGBTQ, as well as just small streamers that could potentially fall under any of those categories or similar categories. And basically, these butthead people were having tons of bots come in and spam racial slurs or gender slurs or just downright disgusting, hurtful things, as well as doxing some people and spreading personal information. Now, a lot of smaller streamers were ending up being the targets for this. Was a lot of bigger streamers hit? Yes, but the bigger streamers most of the time have more mods. They had more ways to be on top of it, as opposed to a lot of these smaller streamers who only pull in a couple viewers. Not all of them necessarily had the tools and the people available to help them, or they might not have been aware of the tools available to help them, which is why these shitty people were targeting those people individually because it hurt them the most and they weren't able to counter it always. And with any troll or any piece of crap person on the internet, the whole point of what they're doing is to get a rise out of people, to get a reaction. And that's exactly what was happening. After every person was hate rated, they would go to Twitter or Instagram or Facebook and tell other people that they were hate rated by such and such people, which these butthead people probably saw that, and it led them to continue to go after more and more streamers. And there was the blackout day on Twitch that a bunch of streamers tried to organize to raise awareness for it. There was a lot of people holding fundraisers to try to get support behind different groups to help counter this. I also saw a lot of streamers that were choosing to leave Twitch because of it, and a lot of streamers choosing to create, I saw this thing called Funhouse. People started making apps there, Patreon and other platforms, telling people, don't sub to me on Twitch, sub to me on these other places if you want to support me, because I don't want to keep giving Twitch my money when they're not doing anything to counter these hate raids and other injustices on the site. Now, along with the hate raids, I've been seeing a rise in people pushing back at Twitch for the 50% revenue that they give out. So people were kind of coupling those two arguments into one giant argument of just being mad at Twitch. And if you saw the hashtag Twitch do better or Twitch be better, both of those were trending quite a bit in the past month. So now that I've given you the rundown of the background, where we come to today in this story is in the past week, which I gave it a couple days because I wanted all of the facts to be out and I wanted the news to actually go through. We have had updates, and those updates are that Twitch is actually going to be suing two users for the alleged harassment against, people of color and LGBT people. So basically, some of these articles I pulled up, what has been happening, as I explained, they are basically the two people that they are saying, I'm not going to say their names out loud, but it was this person and this person supposedly are two accounts that they have linked to the hate raids. I don't know if they've linked them via their IPs. I don't know if they've just been able to associate them with the bots that they have made, but they were able to identify these two people that were specifically using chats that used certain tags as a target. So Twitch added in I don't even know, 400 something new tags that you can use for your stream at the start-ish of this year. So they're saying that people were conducting these hate raids using those tags to find people in those communities specifically. It is discussing what these individuals were doing, and I saw a couple of my friends post about being victims of these hate raids, as well as the people who were not victims being afraid to even stream because they fell under one or more of those categories and were in fear of being hit with one of these hate raids. Now, these people, this lawsuit is coming together to try to bring an end to this. I know that there's definitely more people behind it rather than just these two individuals. They said they identified and banned thousands of accounts over the past weeks. We hope that this sheds light on the individuals behind these attacks, that they need to be held accountable for their actions. I would like to assume that there's probably more people behind this, but for them to at least acknowledge some people and hold them accountable by suing them, it shows that Twitch is making an effort, and I appreciate that. Aside from that, they seem like they're still looking to find if others are behind it, because, I don't know if you've been on Twitch lately, but even though these two people are getting sued, there's still been a bunch of the lists of names going around recently. I don't know if they're necessarily associated with the hate raids or if they're just associated with pieces of shit people or people that are well known for view botting or follow botting. But it seems like there has been a slow but not a stop completely. And this is saying that there's been complaints against anonymous users in the past, this, and this against other stuff. And my response to that is Twitch has not cared to address issues of hate rate, of spamming streamers with, doxing them or attacking them or anything. This has been a problem longer than just the past, half a year. And people don't realize that. I don't want to make this about myself because it's not about me, but I got hit with tons of hate raids back when I was still working my other job and doing this because my other job did not support me streaming. And I would have hundreds of people come into my stream, and this was before I had mods and things, so I was vulnerable. And they would dox me. They would say my first and last name. They would say the town I lived in. They would say sexual things towards me. They would say derogatory things towards women in general. And it made me fearful to stream. And then on top of that, it made me fearful to go into work the next day because I don't know, who the faces are behind those usernames that were attacking me. So I can relate to the people that are getting hit now and what's happening, because I've been there and I've sent countless emails to Twitch and I have given them lists upon lists of hundreds of usernames that have attacked me and raided me with hate. And Twitch did nothing. Twitch didn't even have the courtesy to send me an email back at all. Nothing. So for Twitch to actually be doing something, clearly enough people have been affected and impacted for Twitch to be like, we should cover our own asses and do something about this. So I'm happy that something's being done. Is this going to necessarily fix the issue? No, much more needs to be done. They have introduced a lot of new tools and techniques, as long as Commander Root has a lot of tools and techniques on its own to help combat this. Not to mention there's also so many tips and tricks to help if you are hit with a raid of sorts, if you're follow botted or whatever. You can turn off alerts, you can go to Commander Root to remove all the followers, you can run an ad, you can make your chat go into sub mode only but the click of a button if you set it as a hotkey. There's a lot that you can do that people might not be aware of that Twitch has been trying to make it more apparent recently. So I'm happy that they're making an effort, but this effort came way too late. But that is my opinion on it. I gave you guys the story and what's going down in the update, and if there's more updates regarding this, I will give that information to you guys so that you are made aware of it. Another thing that I want to make note of before I wrap this video up, in my personal Discord, the link is down below in the bio. If you are a streamer and you want to be aware of some of these bots that are going around Twitch, we do have a big list of them pinned in the Discord. If you want to make yourself aware of them, or if you want to go through your own stream and ban all those people preemptively, It is a big list, but it is a concise list that we have been trying to compile to help other streamers to protect themselves. So if you want to be aware of that, you can click on that. And I'm going to link to the articles that I looked at down there as well if you want to look at them further or get more information. But I just want to say thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching these videos, these updates, everything that I've been putting up recently. You guys have been showing me so much love and support. It means a lot to me. And I thank you kindly for being here. And hopefully the next video we have is less shitty of a discussion. But until then, peace out and fair winds, my dudes. Thank you all for being here, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye, guys!